Not all of the toppers are born geniuses. 99% of the toppers, they basically follow few small habits due to which they become topper. They are labeled as genius. So in today's video session, we are going to see such 13 small habits which can convert you from a below average student to a top. And don't worry, all these habits are specifically followed by GATE, JEE, GRE, GMAT toppers. And this is not going to be another motivational video. This video is going to be a practical video where we are going to apply all the practical approaches followed by toppers of various exams.
First secret that every topper follows is that while studying, they write. Now, usually what happens after reading any topic or subject, we tend to forget things drastically. The solution for this is basically to write it down. If we write it down, then what happens basically? We engage our brain on a deeper level. This is called as active recall. What do we mean by active recall? Is that we process our information in our own words. Now, this simple habit for every topper, it drastically boosts your memory and understanding towards a particular topic or a subject. Next, very important thing that every toppers follow is they keep their mobile 10 meters away. Now, why is this important? While studying, you might have encountered if you have your mobile phone near to you, what happens? Even if there is a single notification, there is a pop-up on your screen, and what happens? You get distracted, you go and check that notification, and after that, there is a doom scrolling. So basically, here the technique employed is that out of sight, out of mind. So when we keep our phone away, what happens basically is that we create a physical barrier between our phone and our study place. So intuitively, we don't go and check our phone instinctively. Okay. So the third point that we have over here is that every topper, they sit in a well light room with their windows open. Now, scientifically, it has been proven that our study environment, it puts a huge impact on our productivity, how well we are focused. Now, why so? Because each and every room with natural lighting and fresh air, when we have natural lighting, this reduces the eye strain, and if our strain on eyes is reduced, basically fatigue is decreased. And with fresh air, it improves the oxygen flow to our brain, hence by improving our focus. So always try to sit in a well-lit room in the morning with your windows open, and in the night, always try to study under a table lamp. Fourth point is that never listen to music while studying. So it has been once again seen that students, those who are studying with music system or headphones plugged, there is a certain amount of distraction, especially if your music, it has lyrics. Why so? Because the cognitive overload over here, you are basically overloading your brain with the music as well as study, so thereby decreasing the focus on your study. So what you can do is, you can listen to music in between breaks. You can do that. Fifth point, after understanding, memorizing, try teaching it to yourself. Now, why this is important? Actually, this technique is known as your Feynman technique. In this method, you can basically get to know about the gaps in your understanding or concepts that you have understood. So after studying, basically, toppers usually what they do, they explain the topic, and specifically they teach it to an imaginary crowd, and while teaching they speak very loudly so that whatever you are saying, it goes through your ear to your brain. Okay, so why this method helps you? Basically what happens, it forces you to simplify the concepts. Any difficult concepts that you have studied, you are going to simplify when you are trying to teach it. And when you are trying to teach, you are solidifying the information in your memory. So sixth point is discipline. All the toppers, they are very disciplined, and they eat, sleep, and study at the same time. Why so? Because they are actually creating a routine which is subconsciously getting consistent with the body clock. Now, what actually it does is that it improves your focus, and basically it forces your body to do a particular task at a particular time. Now, if suppose why discipline is more important than motivation, some of the days you might feel like today I don't want to study. But if you are disciplined enough, if your body clock is consistent, what will happen? Automatically, you will feel like that there is some gap today when you haven't studied. So it is always recommended by toppers and followed by toppers that they eat, sleep, study, and follow a particular routine. So out of this 6 point, which of the following are you following? Let me know in the comment section, and the best comment I will feature it in my next video. And if you are liking the video, please press the thumbs up button and do share and subscribe to our channel. So the next seventh most important point is when you are studying an important topic or a critical topic, conceptual topic, try to revise it every day for a week. Now, heard about the forgetting curve. Now, what is this forgetting curve? Basically, without revision, 25% of the material is retained after 1 week of studying. That means 75% will be lost. So now to avoid this, what you need to do whenever you start with a new subject or a new topic, try to revise it for 20 to 30 minutes every day. So basically, spaced repetition, you can see when you first read, it is exponentially decreasing. If you review it once, then you can see certain more amount of percentage is being retained, and by second review 50% you are able to retain. Okay, so this is very important. This helps in building your long-term memory. 8th point that every toppers follow is that they sit on a table chair and they keep their study table organized. Now, why this is important? Because your posture is very important while studying. If you keep your spine straight and if you study, you are going to feel less fatigue compared to when you are putting a pillow, sitting on your bed and studying. So while sitting on the bed, it might seem very comfortable, but what will happen, as you can see in the picture also, the person studying is kind of feeling drowsy, while the person sitting at the table chair, basically what happens, it signals our brain that it is time to work, it is time to focus, and we need to study. Okay. And the importance of keeping our study table organized is that if we keep our environment, if we keep our study environment clutter free, usually what happens, our brain, it reads it like that there are less things to do and it will create less amount of confusion. So do comment in the comment section below which one are you, whether you study in the study table chair or you study on your bed. 9th point is breaks. Break is very important. In between break, basically what happens, it keeps our mood light while studying. So during break, what you can do, you can walk, you can do stretching exercises, as well as you can listen to music, but don't sit and scroll through your mobile. That is a very bad habit, because if you decide like you are going to take a 10 minutes break, what will happen if you start scrolling, that 10 minutes it will get increased to 20, then to 30, and your 1 hour it will be wasted and you won't even get a hint that you have wasted 1 hour. Okay, so breaks, how to take, let me tell very briefly about Pomodoro technique. So in this Pomodoro technique, what you are going to do, study with 25 minutes and then take 5-minute break. So it is good that you don't sit with mobile. There are Pomodoro apps present on your Apple Store as well as Google Play, but don't use that. You can buy a simple watch from market. It will cost you 100 to 200 rupees, and keep that on your table. It is going to very much help you compared to your mobile phone, because mobile phone, it is going to create a lot of distraction. 10th point, very important, get in love with your study. Basically, what you love doing, you are going to feel very less fatigue doing that. So when you love what you do, you are going to very much excel in your life. So when you study with love, what happens? Your brain automatically starts loving the process, starts enjoying the process. So that is very important. And I told you, passion is a powerful motivator. So if you have passion towards studying, you can be motivated and you can do what? You can do miracles in your life. Okay. So it's basically like get curious while studying, ask question and try to celebrate small wins, small achievements. Okay. Celebration is also very, very important in your life. 11th point that every toppers follow is they walk or play or at least they do any physical activity 30 minutes daily. Okay. So all work, no play. Actually what it does, it produces obesity and unproductive student. Okay. Just 30 minutes of work and play, it can basically improve your mood. And it has been seen scientifically that those who are physically active, they can focus much more, they can retain information in their brain for a much longer period of time. Okay. So it is better that you at least have certain amount of physical activity every day. And this is also very much important because your study session, it is kind of grueling if you are preparing for JEE NEET, GRE, GMAT, GATE exam. So it is a grueling session, and if you want to clear your head and if you want to basically improve your health, what you can do, you can just walk or you can go to any play, you can play any game, any outdoor games for 30 minutes. 12th and the most important point that I have seen most of the students attending online video session is that they skip live classes. Basically what happens when you skip live classes, if there is a 1 hour live class, when you are watching the recorded class, what happens for a single hour, you are going to at least spend 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Because while watching recorded session, you are going to pause the video. You might get distracted somewhere. There might be some other work. So you are definitely going to pause the video, or there might be something with which you are going to elongate the time for completing that video. So to avoid this, always attend live session. And if you attend live session, your doubts, it can get cleared very easily with your help of the guide, and you can stay on track with the syllabus. Your syllabus, it will get completed with time, and you can properly also revise with your peers or other students, those who are sitting with you in the class. Okay, so this is very, very important. Last point that we are going to cover is treat your studying as job. This is actually the part that if you love something, you are going to treat it as your job. You are going to excel in your life. Okay. So treat studying as a job and be accountable for all the decision you take so that you can maintain a healthy work-life balance. Okay. So if you treat your studying as a job, you are definitely going to excel. So these are all the 13 points, secret points that each and every topper they follow to excel in their life. Now let me know in the comment section which all points are you following or studying, and if you are following some other tips which you want me to cover, so I will definitely try to highlight your comment. The best comment I will try to highlight in the next video. So stay tuned with my channel. If you like this video, please press the thumbs up button and do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so thank you.